Hi guys. Flower in the sun. Flower in the sun? Flowers in the snow. Um, how long do you spend on the chords? Flower in the snow. The good news is that this. Let me just get the chords here. Yeah, and make sure I'm in shot. The good news is that this is one chord progression for the whole song. I know in the Ultimate Guitar tab, no, not tab, the Ultimate Guitar chord and lyric sheet, it says it breaks it up into verse and chorus, and indeed it is. Lyrically, you get the refrain, the chorus, but musically, chord-wise, it's exactly the same for the verses and the choruses. Okay, so let's go through it. We've got the introduction, and the introduction is simply 4 bars of C with the last 2 beats being a G, yeah, to set him up for it was just a moment. Okay, so we've got, this is the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. It was just a moment. And I hope my 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4 doesn't put you off. It's just a way of indicating, first bar, second bar, third bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that was the second bar. 3, 2, 3, 4. That was the third bar of C. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. It was just a moment. Yeah, that G in the last 2 beats. The last 2 beats of bar 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. It was just a moment. Yeah. So I'm just going to G, just doing 1 strum on it because you're only spending 2 beats on it, and then it was just, that sets you up for it was just a moment, and then the word moment on the first syllable of it is when the chord progression for the whole of the rest of the song starts. And like I said, it's exactly the same chord progression for the verses and the choruses. Actually, on the choruses, you get just 2 extra bars at the end, but we'll get to that because the rest of it's exactly the same. So I want you to think of this. It was just a moment. And for the moment, I won't do the alternating bass line, just so that we get the sound of the root note of each chord. So the moment of passion. Okay, we've got a bar of C. It was just a moment of passion. That's a bar of C, a bar of G, a bar of C, and a bar of F. Okay, and it's really good to remember this stuff. So think, you've got 1 of C, 1 of G, 1 of C, 1 of F. So C is like your pivot, if you like, because you go C, G, and then C, F. Yeah. So it was just a moment of passion, like a mountain stream. Then you get to that bit, mountain stream. Okay. So far we've done bar of C, bar of G, bar of C, bar of F. Simple. Mountain stream. Like a mountain stream. Stream is the word that the next line of chords, if you like, comes on. Now, in the Ultimate Guitar, they've just got C for the whole of the word stream, crystalline, and clean, and then it goes to A minor on the clean. But what he actually does in the song, he puts in a G. So, like a mountain stream, crystalline and clean, tumbling and crashing. So I want you to think of this as the sort of next section of chords. 2 beats on C, stream, crystalline, and 2 beats on G, clean, 2 beats on A minor, tumbling, and 2 beats on F. Yeah. So it goes like a mountain stream, crystalline and clean, tumbling, and 2 beats on each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah. So you've got that classic sound of oops, yeah, on that line. So your first line has been a bar of C, a bar of G, a bar of C, a bar of F. This line is 2 beats on C, 2 beats on G, 2 beats on A minor, 2 beats on F, tumbling, and then you get to the word crashing. Crashing, it was something, yeah. Then when you get to that word crashing, you've got a bar on C, crashing, a bar on G, and that G is setting you up for the next, excuse me, setting you up for the next section of the chorus, which is an exact repeat of what you've just done. Yeah, when he starts saying it was something special, it's exactly the same chord progression that you've just done. It's just at the end this time we're adding a bar of C and a bar of G before he starts singing the verse. Yeah, and I'll put a link to this Ultimate Guitar that I'm working from, just in case there are different versions of Ultimate Guitar chord lyric sheets. So we've got this so far. Intro, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and it was just a moment of passion, like a mountain stream, crystalline and clean, tumbling and crashing. It was something special. And then we're on to that bit. Let me just see. I'm still in shot. I mean, I should be. I haven't moved. But there you go. Yes, I am. Okay. Then, like I said, it's exactly the same thing again. So our first line, it was something special. It was something special. Got a bar of C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar of G. Bar of C. Bar of F. So that's our first line of chords. Something out of line. Then we've got that 2 beats on C. Line standing out of time. Flower in the... Yeah, then we've got that line of 2 beats on C, 2 beats on G, 2 beats on A minor, and 2 beats on F, which takes us to the word flower in the... Yeah. So something out of line, standing out of time, a flower in the... And then when we get to snow, just like before, our last chords are a bar of C, snow, and a bar of G. But he just adds another bar of C and G to give some space and to set him up for the verse. Yeah. So let me take it from something out of line, standing out of time, a flower in the C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G. He was just a... Yeah, so that very last G is where he starts singing the lead-in for the next verse. He was just, yeah. He was just a... And then on the word wanderer, you're back to exactly what we've done, exactly the same chord progression, yeah? So let me just take it from it was something special, no, something out of line, standing out of time, a flower in the snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, he was just a 1, 2, 3, yeah, wanderer, and it comes in, sorry, and wanderer, that's when the whole chord progression on the word wanderer, when the whole chord progression starts again, just like we've done. So your first line, if I just go through that, yeah, your first line is a bar of C, a bar of G, a bar of C, a bar of F, yeah. Your second line of chords and lyrics is 2 beats on C, 2 beats on G, 2 beats on A minor, 2 beats on F. Now I know the F goes over to the third line of the verse, but I want you to think of my first line of chords, if you like, because I'm splitting the chord progression up into my head in first set of chords is C for a bar, G for a bar, C for a bar, F for a bar. Second set of chords, C for 2 beats, G for 2 beats, A minor for 2 beats, F for 2 beats. Third set of chords, C for a bar, G for a bar. That's it, yeah? Because that takes you half the way through the verse or the chorus, and then he starts again, in this case, and she came to him in darkness. Yeah, that's the second part of verse 1, as they're calling it. And then, just as we did for the chorus, just as we did for that, the whole chord progression starts again, which is the first line of the chord progression. Bar of C, bar of G, bar of C, bar of F. Second line of the chord progression, 2 beats of C, 2 beats of G, 2 beats of A minor, 2 beats of F. Third line of the chord progression, whoops, bar of C, bar of G. Yeah, and of course, however you play it, whether you just strummed it, whether you do that, you could pick it. There's a video somewhere online. I saw some guy in a caravan picking it. He was doing it with a kappa in different chords. If you want me to have a quick look at that for you, let me know. But basically, the picking would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I mean, that's the picking he's doing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... so it's that typical arpeggiation, thumb, fingers 1, 2 and 3, but then we're going to use the thumb again. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and, yeah, so that was thumb, first, second, third, second, first finger, yeah, and then thumb again and first finger, because that gives us 8 units. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, yeah, which is 8 units. So you can apply that to each of the chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I mean, I could have gone to that full F there, but that sounds fine if I'm picking the half bar F. Yes, so getting back to the chords, that's it, yeah, and it's just every chorus you just add, he just doubles up on the C and G at the end, yeah, because at the end of what Ultimate Guitar is calling the verses, you have just a bar of C and a bar of G, and at the end of the choruses, you have a bar of C, a bar of G, and then a bar of C and a bar of G, yeah, and he starts singing in that last bar of G, just like in the intro, yeah, when we did that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in that 3, 4, it was just yeah, he's singing there. So remember, first line of chords, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of F. Second line of chords, 2 beats of C, 2 beats of G, 2 beats of A minor, 2 beats of F. Third line of chords, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G. That's it. Yeah, just remember those 3 sections. I think that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, break it up into, because why am I breaking it up into those sections? Because each one is different. The first one is C, G, C, F. The second one is C, G, A minor, F. And the third one is just C and G. That's if you're on a verse, and if you're on a chorus, it's C, G, and C, G repeated. Basically, you just repeat that third line. I mean, that third section. Okay, so you've got those 3 individual sections. Or those 3 different sections. I shouldn't say individual, because they're all part of each stanza, whether you call it a verse or a chorus. So you've got those 3 sections, add them up together, and that's it. That's all that happens in the song, yeah? And those 3 sections happen twice in each section. I mean, in each chorus and in each verse, because you can see in the Ultimate Guitar chord lyric sheet, whatever bloody call it, you can see that you got 3 lines of verse and then 3 lines of verse. Yeah. So each chorus and each verse is split into 2. Yeah. 2 lots of 3. And that's what I've been saying about the chords. We've got these 3 sections, which put them together, it gives you half of the chorus or half of the verse, which is just then repeated exactly. Yeah. So I hope that's okay. I hope that makes it clear. And yeah, have fun with it. Okay. Bye.